to French. Go ahead.
I know you're usually even keel about every game you're going to play, but this was your first playoff game. What was today, waking up, getting ready, was anything different about today for you?
Of course. Yeah, I mean, it is obviously different. But we've been really good in the regular season. So we had no reason to act differently or do anything different. In terms of tactics, the sport aspect of it is different because we have more time to prepare. And we're going to have to play it 4 times in a row, but that's it.
Hey, Vic. Oh, over here. Sorry, I'm hiding in the back. Why did Vassell get to bang the drum at the end? Is that, I don't know if that's your choice all the time or if you just grabbed it, but what was the thinking behind that?
It's not my choice, but that was my suggestion for sure. It was a little weird that he didn't get to do it in the regular season.
Was it reflective of the game he had to?
Of course. We always try to put the spotlight on the ones who deserve it.
Vic, you grabbed a rebound towards the end of the first quarter and into the play at the other end of the court. When did you know during a play like that that's going to be a special play? And were you planning on going the whole way through?
I don't remember. Was that a 2 or a 3?
We went coast to coast. Around your back a couple times, maybe.
Yeah. I have to look again.
On a different note, did you hear from Timmy or David today?
No, not yet. No. It was, I mean, I heard the crowd when they went on the camera.
Victor Wembanyama just sent a message to the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Denver Nuggets after the Spurs beat the Portland Trail Blazers in Game 1 of their first-round series. And if you are not paying attention to what he said, you need to listen closely. Because the Western Conference just got a warning. And the warning is simple. The Spurs are not just happy to be in the playoffs. The Spurs are coming for everyone. Let me break this down for you because nobody else will. The first 2 minutes of this video show Wembanyama at the podium after his first career playoff game. And listen to how he answers. They ask him if anything was different waking up for a playoff game. He said, "Of course, yeah. It is honestly different." But then he said something interesting. He said, "We had more time to prepare. And we are going to have to play them 4 times in a row." That is the mindset of a champion. He is not overwhelmed. He is not nervous. He is already thinking about the adjustments. He is already thinking about the next game. He is already thinking about how to beat the same team 4 times. That is a superstar mentality. And that should scare every team in the West. Now let me talk about what he did not say. He did not talk about his stats. He did not talk about his points or his rebounds or his blocks. He talked about his teammates. He talked about Devin Vassell getting to bang the drum after the game. He said, "We always try to put the spotlight on the ones who deserve it." That is leadership. That is a 21-year-old kid who understands that basketball is a team sport. And when your best player is deflecting praise and lifting up his teammates, that team becomes dangerous. Very dangerous. The analysts also asked him about the physicality of the game. The Blazers were being extra physical. They were trying to push him around. They were trying to frustrate him. And what did Wembanyama say? He said, "Of course, it's their identity. Something to be expected. And it's also to be expected that they will double up on that in the next games. But we are ready. We are ready." That is all he said. 2 words. We are ready. He knows the Blazers are going to be even more physical in Game 2. He knows they are going to try to hurt him. He knows they are going to double team him and push him and shove him and do everything they can to take him out of his rhythm. And he does not care. Because he is ready. And that is the difference between a good player and a great player. A great player knows what is coming and prepares for it. Wembanyama is already 3 steps ahead of everyone else. And here is the part of the interview that everyone is going to miss. They ask him about Tim Duncan and David Robinson. They ask him if he feels the weight of those legends being in the building. And listen to his answer. He said, "I wouldn't say wait, no. I would say it feels safe. It feels like if you trip, there's a lot of hands that are ready to catch you." That is the culture of the San Antonio Spurs. That is why they win championships. That is why Tim Duncan and David Robinson and Greg Popovich have built something special. And now Wembanyama is the next one in that line. He is not scared of the legacy. He is embracing it. He is leaning on it. He is using it as a safety net so he can take risks that other players cannot take. And that is terrifying for the rest of the league. Now let me talk about the Thunder and the Nuggets. Because the title of this video says Wembanyama sent a message to them. And he did. He did not say their names. He did not call them out. But the message was loud and clear. The Spurs are not afraid of you. The Spurs have a generational talent. The Spurs have depth. The Spurs have coaching. The Spurs have culture. And the Spurs have a 7'4" unicorn who can dribble, shoot, pass, block shots, and run the floor like a guard. What do the Thunder have? They have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Great player. MVP candidate. But does he have the same supporting cast? Does he have the same culture? Does he have Tim Duncan and David Robinson in the building? No. What do the Nuggets have? They have Nikola Jokic, the best player in the world. But Jamal Murray just shot 7 for 22 in Game 1. Their bench is average. Their defense is suspect. And they almost lost to the Timberwolves at home. The Spurs just beat the Blazers in Game 1. And they did it without playing their best basketball. Wembanyama said he does not even remember T. He coast-to-coast dunk. He said, "I have to look again." That is how locked in he is. He is not worried about highlights. He is not worried about ESPN. He is worried about winning. And that is what makes him different. That is what makes the Spurs different. Here is what I think happens in this series. The Blazers are going to be physical. They are going to double Wembanyama. They are going to try to take him out of the game. And it is not going to matter. Because Wembanyama has already figured out how to beat physicality. He has already figured out how to beat double teams. He said it himself. He said, "If they are backing up, I am still going to drive the ball and make them have to react instead of just falling into their trap." That is a player who understands the game at a level that most 21-year-olds do not. He is not just taller than everyone. He is smarter than everyone. And in the playoffs, being smart matters more than being tall. The Spurs are going to win this series. They are going to beat the Blazers in 5 games. Maybe 6. And then they are going to face either the Thunder or the Nuggets in the second round. And when that happens, do not be surprised if the Spurs win that series too. Do not be surprised if Wembanyama dominates Shai or Jokic. Do not be surprised if the Spurs make it to the Western Conference Finals in Wembanyama's first playoff run. Because this kid is different. This team is different. This culture is different. And the rest of the league is not ready for it. The analysts asked Wembanyama about the fans. They asked him about the atmosphere. He said it was the most excited he has ever seen the arena. He said the fans were ready. And that is the other piece of this puzzle. San Antonio is back. The city is behind this team. The arena is going to be loud. The fans are going to be crazy. And when you combine a generational superstar, a championship culture, a deep roster, and a home crowd that is starving for playoff basketball, you get a team that can beat anyone. The Thunder should be worried. The Nuggets should be worried. The entire Western Conference should be worried. Because the Spurs are not a cute story. They are not a feel-good underdog. They are a legitimate threat to make the finals. And Victor Wembanyama is the reason why. Subscribe to the channel if you want real playoff analysis. Not the highlights. Not the hype. Just the truth about who is coming for the crown. And comment below. Are the Spurs a real threat to the Thunder and Nuggets? Or am I getting carried away by one playoff game? I read every single comment. Now let me know your thoughts and get ready for Game 2.